Good morning, Trenches friends. So we started to include a little bit more of a warm-up in there, 20-second handstand, 30-second handstand hold, 12 clapping jacks, 10 butt kickers, 10 high knees. You do that 2 rounds, not for time. Make sure you hit your mobility. So I'm not taping these anymore, but make sure that you're, hitting all those creaky spots that you need to hit before you get your workout in. Open up those hips. You can easily use the pigeon stretch. A lot of people like that. I prefer a couch stretch, or just getting into the bottom of the squat with a thoracic stretch every time. If you have any questions, again, most of the coaches are active on the Facebook page. Just go ahead and reach out if you have any questions or ideas. If you're getting your shoulders, you're not opening them up, you feel like before the workouts, go ahead and reach out to us. We're more than happy to help. Send you a video, send you some resources, even demo it for you. For the primer for this workout, which is the deck of cards workout, I want you to do 3 scaled push-ups, and this is times 2, and then go into the push-ups on the second round, the push-ups you're actually going to do for the workout. 3 lunges, and then 3 jumping lunges, 3 sit-ups, 3 air squats, and 3 up-downs in the second round burpees. I'm going to go ahead and film that so you know what I'm talking about. After that, you're going to have the deck of cards workout. It's well delineated on the board. You pick a card and you do the number associated with the number on the card and the movement associated with the type, ace, hearts, joke, that sort of thing. It's on the front page, so I'm not going to go ahead and tape that again, but it's pretty straightforward. It's an AMRAP, and it's as many rounds as possible in 20 minutes. 20 minutes is a long grinder for CrossFit. You need to keep moving. If there's a movement that you're going to stop too often on, say you get 12 push-ups and that's a real challenge for you, I want you to break it up into sets. If you're breaking it up too much, then I want you to scale it. Okay, you want to keep moving. We don't want a lot of standing around. The whole intent is to keep moving for the whole 20 minutes. Okay, so after that workout, the deck of cards AMRAP, 20 minutes varied movements. Here's a warm down. Okay, I want you to practice your inversions. 1 partial wall walk into a 15-second hold. 1 full wall walk into a 15-second hold, 1 30-second hold away from the wall, 1 30-second facing the wall, and I want you to practice that descent. Okay, so these are practicing your inversions. We're going to start sprinkling slips in a little bit more as you're warm down. We'll get more familiar with those, but slips include inversions, and this is just to get you comfortable in that upside down position. If you're already comfortable there, it's to get you stronger there. The next thing I'm going to do is tape that, and I'll go ahead and include it in the tape. Okay, guys, what I'm first going to do is tape the primer, which is 3 scaled push-ups. We're going to do 2 rounds, not for time. Push-ups, lunges, sit-ups, air squats, up-downs, also known as burpees. Okay, so first thing I want you to do is those scaled push-ups. As we always talk about, you want to stay long. You want those shoulders and hips coming up and down at the same rate. So not just your shoulders where your hips staying in one place, and not your hips kind of getting wiggly in the middle. So nice and long, elbows back, nice and tight through the middle. Okay, if you start drooping like this, or you start keeping those hips high like this, I want you to come down to your knees or go to an elevated surface. So you're going to do that 3 times. The next thing you're going to do is lunges, okay? Okay, on the next round, jumping lunges. Then just your sit-ups. We're going to go back to the typical CrossFit standard. Okay, so do 3 of those, 3 air squats. Always practice virtuosity with these guys, okay? So your hips are outside your shoulders. You want that core nice and tight. You want to keep your chest up. Make sure your whole foot's on the floor and the hip crease is below your knees. 3 of those, and then 3 up downs or burpees. Okay, and just go through that twice. Then go into your workout, which is the deck of cards. After that workout, we're going to go into practicing inversions. Okay guys, so practicing inversions is part of what we call slips. It's gotten, it's basic body movement tightness inversions is essentially getting upside down. This will help you especially as we get older. So the first one is a partial wall walk. So go ahead, you need to do this at a wall in your house, but you just want to get, we've done this before. The big thing here, guys, is we want to keep our core tight, okay? It doesn't do you any good if you get rounded here. We want to keep that nice and tight, so belly button in, hip cage tucked down to the top of your hip, and just do a partial wall walk, okay? And then hold it here for 15 seconds. I'm not going to take the whole 15 seconds. Okay, take a minute. This is actually supposed to be an EMOM every 2 minutes. Okay, so after you've recovered from that, go ahead and get a full wall walk in and hold it there for 15 seconds. So again, we're staying nice and tight through the middle. And we're going to hold it here for 15 seconds. Okay, so after 2 seconds there, we're going to do a 30-second hold away from the wall, which is, you know, the normal handstand push-up stance that we use in CrossFit, and the 30-second hold facing. So away. You see my head is through my shoulders. My core is nice and tight. I'm squeezing my butt. 30 seconds there. Okay, and then 30 seconds facing. I'm having so much fun. You guys got to know how much I like you. Which means you're going to go into another wall walk to get into that position. Okay, 30 seconds facing the wall. And again, nice and tight to the middle. Keep those hips over your shoulders. Squeeze your butt, point your toes. Okay. And then on the last one, you're just going to practice that handstand descent. So coming out of it without crashing, essentially. Which means I have to get back into it without crashing. Wish me luck. Okay, so we just want to bring one leg down at a time. So your handstand descent. Okay, so that's supposed to be, guys, about a 10-minute EMOM. So every 2 minutes, do one of those movements. You can practice that. You'll get a lot stronger in the upside down position, which is good at keeping that nice and core tight, using those shoulders appropriately. Thanks for listening.